Hey everyone, Andrea Prober here with Great Expectations Realty, and it is Monday night, which means it's time for What's Up Ocala. Thank you so much for continuing to watch us. We are watching as we get closer and closer to that 3,000 mark. I'm loving it. I want to release that video so badly of flying an airplane because it was an absolutely incredible experience. So if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We are so close to that. So I think we're close enough. I don't know, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but yeah, definitely go ahead and subscribe if you find this channel in any way helpful, entertaining, educational, or, you know, just something to sit back, relax, and watch. I have news. I know everybody's like, okay, it's a recession. The world is like ending. This is just insane, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, we're still growing here in Ocala. So that's kind of pretty cool, actually. And anywhere you look all over town, there's still stuff that is being built. There's still investors coming in. There's still movement. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about all that, actually. So what exactly is going in? I have notes. Okay, anyway. Dunellen, that's one of the big ones that really just kind of floored me this week. I was so excited because I've really been wanting this for quite a while, and it's actually happening. It is absolutely exciting. Dunellen is getting a hospital. It's HCA they bought a piece of property, a piece of land in Dunellen, and it's at like $3.8 million. So, I mean, hello, you got to be pretty serious if you're doing that. So it used to be called West Marion, but now, and then Ocala Health, I think, and now it's actually HCA. Anyway, whatever the name is, they're building a hospital in Dunellen. I'm excited. It's so crazy because we've had these conversations over at the Dunellen Chamber of Commerce and stuff. And we're like, wow, we really could use a hospital over here. And, you know, who do we need to talk to? What do we need to do? And now it's actually happening. So I am just over the moon excited. You know, not only because of the better healthcare and having a hospital closer by for the residents of Dunellen, and that being a lot safer because it's actually more like, you know, 20 to 30 minute ride to get to the nearest hospital, depending on where in Dunellen you live, which is really scary. But also because of, you know, the jobs that it's going to bring into the area. So really loving that. I just can't even tell you. All right. So we also are getting a Buc-ee's. And yes, I know we have talked about it, not in Dunellen, over in Ocala. But anyway, I think I've mentioned it once or twice on here before. I've never personally been to a Buc-ee's, but apparently it is an amazing, massive gas station. It's like 120 gas pumps, and it's not even for trucks. So if you're thinking we're getting this massive truck stop, that's not what this is. This is like the elite, this is like a tourist destination and a gas station all rolled into one. They are all over in Texas, but they're actually branching out, and now they're coming over to Florida. So we're not the first one in Florida, but we're one of. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty exciting. Now this is something that was announced in the newspaper, and it was all kind of leaked about, I'm going to say December of 2019. So it was kind of like, all right, we're all ready to go in December of 2018. But if you remember, just a couple months later, there was a quarantine and shutdown. So everything just kind of went halt. So yeah, but the big news is on February 7th of this year, Buc-ee's created an LLC. It was like Ocala Buc-ee's LLC, which means it's kind of a step forward. And I know with the transportation, it's being built over where it's like a little bit north of the FedEx and Chewy and Amazon, all of that over there. So just a little bit north of that, there's actually going to be an entrance and exit off the freeway. And when they were actually designing the road, they kept in mind that how they design the roadway or which kind of roadway they get if it's going to be like a clover leaf or if it's going to be whatever. They did that with having the Buc-ee's in mind. So this is a thing. Now, of course, we don't have a road entrance or exit on the freeway yet. I'm pretty sure if we get a little closer to that, then we'll get a little closer to the Buc-ee's. So this is definitely years in the making. It's definitely something that's not going to pop up overnight, but still, Ocala is getting a Buc-ee's. Is that not the coolest thing ever? I think it's cool. We are also possibly getting another hospital here in Ocala. It's actually going to be Shands. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but they actually purchased a parcel of land several years ago. It was back in December of 2019. Yeah. There's a lot that happened in December of 2019 that went absolutely nowhere for a while. But they've actually been making progress all the way around. They had to do several easements because there's, I think it's what is it? There's the Golden Palms Inn and Suite kind of right next door, kind of in front of, and then there's a Circle K. And apparently there was like some easements and stuff. It was kind of hard going through public records and seeing all this, but they're basically just trying to figure out the entrance and the exit for the hospital. And, you know, there's, with medical, it's very specific as to what they can have and what they can't have, and trying to make sure that there's enough room for, like, you know, stretchers and ambulances and general public and all of that stuff. So, but yeah, that's all kind of getting worked out basically. So I think this is going to be the closest hospital to I-75 because it's literally just off of I-75. And this is going to be, I don't know if you guys know where Golden Palms Inn and Suites is, but it's like right kind of next to it, kind of behind it, depending on which way you're looking. So kind of north of that, but kind of next door, behind-ish. Anyway, so that is coming in. But yeah, they've been working through, you know, the easements and stuff. That was like December of 2020, March of 2020. All of that was going on, getting those easements and everything sorted out. So I believe they're making progress on it even up to now. But that is also in the works. So a lot of healthcare and a tourist destination as well. So that's kind of exciting news, right? Oh, what else is going on? Well, of course, I would be remiss if I did not talk about the market when everybody's talking about the market. So, of course, I'm going to as well. But to be fair, I do every week. So, all right. So, Market Watch for the last 7 days here in Marion County, Florida, here in Ocala. We have 248 new listings that hit the market. So still pretty healthy, actually. I mean, that's pretty good. We had 248 hit the market. 45 price increases. So 45 listings actually said, you know what? I had to put a roof on, or I had to paint the house, or I had to do new flooring or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and increase the house price because of that. Or, hey, I accidentally put this way too low and I need to go up in the price because it's just like ridiculous. So that's kind of interesting. 45, that's a lot. Price decreases though, 258. So this is one of the few times I've seen more house prices decrease than have actually hit the market. So yeah, we can see where the market's going. So we are still getting listings on the market, and we are seeing a lot of price drops. If you consider how few houses are on the market, and if you consider how many have had price decreases over the last course of, I don't know, probably about 6 weeks now, give or take a week. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. So kind of interesting there. Back on the market, we had 62. Okay. Sold, we had 217. Now, what is sold? Sold is when you have the seller has officially gotten paid and has handed over the keys and everybody's at the closing table and it's a big party. I love closings. So yeah, that is 217. So we had 217 exchanges of keys, if you want to look at it that way. Expired, we had 10. Leased, we had 0. That's interesting. Pending, 267. So quite a few houses are coming off the market. Now, what is pending? Pending is when a seller says, I would like X amount for my house, and here is the listing. and buyers come up and look at the house and go, yes, I think I will give you that much, or I will give you this amount. And when the seller says that's acceptable, everybody signs, they have a contract, that is pending. Pending is not closed because you have yet to do the inspection, you have to do the appraisal, you have maybe surveys. There's different things with each one depending on what the contingencies are. So yeah, it'll be pending while waiting for those contingencies to get checked off as you're kind of going through the system. And it takes about 30 to 45 days normally. That's a pretty good average for it. Sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, just depends. But 30 days, 45 days, that's about what the time frame is for closing. So the houses that are coming off the market this week, in about 30 days, give or take, will actually be closed at that point. So yeah, 267. So more houses went under contract or went pending than came onto the market. Kind of interesting. So stuff is still selling. It's not a seller's market anymore. I think it's more of a stable market. It's not really a buyer's market yet. And I say yet because I'm thinking that's probably what it's going to turn back into. And I say back because it goes like this. It's always gone like this. It's a real estate market. The market shifts and changes and flows. It never goes like this. If it does, it's not for long. It's always going up and down. It's always going back and forth between, is it more buyer friendly or more seller friendly? Right now, we're kind of in between. It's really kind of exciting, really, because, we'll submit an offer and a buyer's like, hey, I need to submit for FHA. Okay, seller's like, hey, thank you so much for submitting an offer. Okay, let's consider this. Let's see where we're at. Before it was like, FHA, no. I get cash. I have 6 cash closing. You're like 6 offers that are in cash. It was just very much a seller's market, and buyers were like, I have good credit. I have down payment. I have all my ducks are in a row. And they still were just getting shot down left and right because there were so many buyers wanting basically the same houses. So it's kind of crazy. So now we are seeing a little bit more flexibility from the sellers, a little bit more negotiation between the sellers and the buyers. And you can definitely tell, there's been a shift. So kind of interesting stuff going on. The sellers that are not really needing to sell, a lot of those are coming off the market. We had 35 canceled sales. If you consider how many houses hit the market, which is 248 in the last 7 days, and 35 cancellations, that's quite a few to come off the market. We are going to see quite a few more expired, probably closer to the end of this month. That's normally when contracts end, is, the agents put in the end of the month. So around the 1st or the 2nd of the month, all of a sudden we're going to see a lot of expired listings. Now, we haven't really seen that many expired listings. But right now, even the last 7 days, there's 10 expired listings. So expireds are a thing right now. So just kind of keep that in mind. We really haven't seen any before now, not for the last couple of years, really. We used to send out expired letters, be like, give us a try. Is there something we can help with? We can get your house sold. We haven't sent any of those out in a few years because there were so few. It was ridiculous. So, and the people that did actually have an expired, it was like, okay, there's probably a reason for it because this is a seriously hot market. So that sounds so jaded, I know. It's just been a crazy, crazy wild ride. I feel like I've been on a roller coaster and just been stuck, and it's just been on repeat for like 2 years now. It's really time to get off. It's time to get off. Upcoming events. What are you guys going to be doing this weekend and this week, really? There's probably lots and lots of stuff that you guys are interested in doing. I got to go to the drive-in. I haven't been to the drive-in in like forever. I have no idea why, but we haven't been there. And it's so hot outside and so uncomfortable, but I wanted to go mostly because they have a sandwich they've been advertising. It's all about the food. But they have this sandwich called the muffaletta, and I've had a muffaletta sandwich before, but this one looked pretty different. So I really wanted to try it. So, and I've never done any video footage of the drive-in. We have this amazing Ocala Drive-In, And I've never shared a video about it. So yeah, I wanted to go and get some video and enjoy some movies with my family and have myself a muffaletta sandwich. And by the way, that sandwich did not disappoint. It was insane. It is literally like, it's round and it's like, it is crazy, okay? Totally crazy. But it was so good. Best deal ever. Okay, that thing feeds 4 people easily, and it was only like $11. I mean, I wish I could go just for the sandwich. Like, I don't necessarily need to watch the movies. But yeah, I watched, what is it? Because you get 2 movies. There's 2 screens and 2 movies on each screen. So you pay for like $6 per person, and then you watch 2 movies. So it's basically $3 per person. So yeah, so we were watching the movies. We watched, the first one was like Power Paws or something. I don't know. It was kind of like Kung Fu Panda, but worse. Not a great movie. Not a great movie. Yeah, I could have done without watching that one. But yeah, I guess I'm a movie snob. I'm not sure. But yeah, it wasn't very good. We were actually sitting there scrolling, reading bad reviews about it while we were watching it, because it was like, wow, this is so bad. But anyway, so we watched that one. It was a cartoon. Normally they have like kids movies for the first one, and then your kids are like out cold, and then there's like, you know, something PG-13 or whatever in the second one, because kids are out by then. We didn't get home until like 1 a.m. But, and my daughter stayed awake the whole time, which is crazy, because she's more of an early morning person. So she can't hang. Let me tell you, she cannot hang. So yeah, we did the drive-in. The second movie was Thor, which started out pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty terrible. But it actually got really, really good by the end. So I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it was, if you can get past the first 20 to 30 minutes of it, it's an awesome movie. It was, you laugh, you cry, all of the above. It was really good. But yeah, the first part was like, oh dear God. It probably didn't help that first movie playing, because we were already like, but yeah, on the other screen, it was Minions and Jurassic, I don't know, Universe or something at this point. I'm not really sure. So anyway, so you pick which screen you're gonna watch, and your car gets parked accordingly. You like park it this way or that way or whatever. But yeah, and then we had, we actually turned off our car. We had some like fans and stuff. I had this set. This was an awesome setup. So I will show you all of that in the video that's coming out for it, because it was pretty cool. Although my husband did say that he was going to get eaten up by mosquitoes, and he did. Him and I were in the car right next to each other, both with our window down. I got not even 1 mosquito bite. He got hammered. He probably got like 9 or 10 mosquito bites. I was like, is it the same mosquito that just really loved you or what? He's like, no, I was chasing down mosquitoes the whole time. And so I turned the fan like full on him because I was like, this is crazy. So bring bug spray if you're gonna like have your AC off and your car off and just he's sitting there chilling. So, but yeah, he got eaten alive. I was like, what in the world? I'm on our arm. My arm is on the armrest. His arm is on the armrest. They ate his arm and left me completely alone. It was bizarre. I'm like, what in the world? I don't know. He must taste sweet or something. I have no idea. But they didn't like me. They wanted nothing to do with me. So I think I eat too much salt. He's always talking to me about my salt intake. I have no idea. All right. So what other stuff do you have coming up in Ocala? What are we doing this week, you guys? We are doing Ocala Downtown Market, of course. That's every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's on the corner of Southeast 3rd Street and Southeast 3rd Avenue. It's a pretty easy address to remember. Vendors, fresh produce, food trucks, live music, coffee and mimosas. It's pet friendly, it's kid friendly. There's like a playground outside, and there is a special event on August 31st from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So not this week, August 31st. It's wolf stock at the market. So there's a dog costume contest. and that's at 6 p.m. There is a dog food drive, which actually I can participate in that. There's classic rock entertainment by Jeff Brown. Of course, they're going to have food trucks and stuff, but that is 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. August 31st. Also, it highly recommends that you wear your tie-dye and love beads for Wolfstock. Sorry, it's just great. Anyway, welcome to Ocala. Over at Como's, they have Como's tequila tasting. That's July 26th. It's $50 per person. It's very limited, so definitely RSVP. You can RSVP by calling 352-286-1839, and that's at the Cantina downtown Ocala. Now, I personally could not do this because if I even look at tequila, I am toast. So, like, I can't drink. I don't know if you guys know that about me or not, but I think I have, like, an allergy to alcohol. I've tried to fight it many times in my 20s, and it had very bad results. I won't get into the incredibly embarrassing details, but safe to say, I'm not just a lightweight. I literally cannot drink. I have like a Mai Tai or something, and I drink half of it, and then I'm like, nope, I'm drunk. You need to go. It needs to. You would think I'm not like a little teeny tiny person. You would think I could absorb some of it, but no. My husband is the opposite. I've never actually seen him over drink. I've never seen him drunk ever. He can sit there and drink scotch just one after another and nothing happens. It's incredible. So I've tried. The worst moment of our marriage probably was when I tried to keep up with him drink for drink. It was not a good plan. I have never done it since then. Now if I happen to be offered a drink, I will drink up to my capacity, which is like half of one, and then I'll slide it over to him. He always finishes mine, and he's so sweet. He doesn't even complain about it. So he's just like, I'll go to dinner and I'll be like, oh, I want to try that, maybe a sangria or something, really fruity and sad. And so I'll drink that and then just kind of slide it over to him, and he'll just drink whatever. He doesn't have an issue with it. It's great. So it works out well for us, but yeah, no. There is a women's self-defense seminar over at CrossFit Iron Legion. That is on July 30th, and it only costs $30. So if you are interested in taking a self-defense seminar, that might be the time to do it. Yeah, CrossFit Iron Legion, and $30, that's nothing. That's nothing. And see what you could save in the future. So yeah, really cool. Summer Dream Fest is July 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Tuscaloosa Park. And it's going to have food, fun, music, prizes, and more, and it's totally free. So go over and check it out. We also have the 2022 Wildlife Series. It's out at the IFAS extension, and I have not been out there yet. I know, it's so sad. There's so much. I mean, okay, think about this. We have over 600 videos on this channel, all about living here in Ocala, all about everything around. And I've lived here for almost 20 years, and I still have not been to stuff like this. It is incredible. This is an incredible place to live. I absolutely love it. But yeah, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., the fourth Wednesday of the month, they've got a wildlife series over at the IFAS extension. And it's $5 registration at the door. On July 27th, they've got Microfauna of Central Florida. That's interesting. Microplants are like really interesting right now. All right. And then into September, they've got the Florida Black Bears. October 26th is Resident Wildlife in and around Florida Springs. And then November 23rd is the bat species found in the South. I actually kind of like bats. I think they're adorable. I know, it's weird, right? But yeah, now we are doing a special series. We start in end of September when the weather gets a little cooler. But we're actually doing a special series coming up on our YouTube channel, and it is going to be tent camping spots, recreational vehicle spots, all around Marion County. And I'm going to be doing that with my husband. He hates tent camping. I love tent camping. So he's willing to do this for you guys. But there are so many springs that we've not even been to. It's so sad. So of course there's Rainbow River, there's Silver Springs, there is Alexander Springs, there's Blue Springs, there's Salt Springs, there's Orange Spring. It is crazy. It is crazy how many places there are to go camping, and it's beautiful. And I want to bring you all of that. So I'm going to be going at least once or twice a month, possibly for the foreseeable future. And I'm going to be checking out each one of these campgrounds. Most of them are state. Some of them are federal. Some of them are just local. But I'm going to be checking out some of these campgrounds, and I'm going to be sharing videos with that. So it's a whole series, but it's going to take me forever and a day to get through all of them. And you guys that are interested in this, thank my husband profusely for volunteering to go on this. I think the only reason he is doing it is because I told him that if he really was miserable, home is only like half an hour to an hour away. So it's really not a big deal. This is all in Marion County, but you can go from one end of Marion County to the other end of Marion County, drive for like an hour, hour and a half, and still be in Marion County. So when I say it's a half hour to an hour drive home, yeah, that's accurate. It's crazy. We have a vast county. It's huge. It's almost the size of Connecticut. All right. North Central Florida Outdoor Expo. I kind of messed up on this and said it was last week. Anyway, this is August 13th. Okay, just to clarify. I about gave somebody a panic attack. But yeah, Saturday, August 13th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's at the World Equestrian Center. It's hosted by 93.7 K Country and Wind FM. But it's basically for outdoorsy, adventure-seeking nature lovers. So I should go. They are going to be doing everything outdoors. $5 for adults at the door. Kids 17 and under are free. The first 100 guests will receive free goodies. So I think that's something I should do. So that's August 13th. Not this weekend. All right, not last weekend. It's August 13th. Okay, so a couple weeks from now. We, of course, still have the Summer Kids film series over at the Marion Theater. It's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. Movies are only $3, and it includes a kids combo, which is pretty cool. There's also a Summer Movie Express over at Regal Cinemas. It's every Tuesday and Wednesday, the first show of the day, and it's $2 movie tickets. And they're even doing the Minions, The Rise of Gru. We, of course, have the aquatic fun centers are open still. Please, if you have not gone to them, get there in August. There's some really great pools, community pools that we have here in Ocala for you to use. It's only a few dollars. It's like $3.50 for adults, $2 for children. They have them over at Jervy Gant, and they also have one over at the Hampton Aquatic Center. And they're beautiful. It has like a really cool slide, and then it's got like a it's like a splash pad, but it's in the pool. So I don't know, it looks like a splash pad, but it's all these little waterfalls and stuff, and it's 0 entry, so even little kids and babies can get into the fun. There's also the FAST, which is the Florida Aquatic Swim and Training Center. You can go to fastocala.com, I believe is the website for that. But that is it's more of a professional pool, but it has a pool outside, it has a pool inside, and it has a splash pad. So I would highly recommend, if you've not been down there, you can go in and take a free tour, or if you want to go swimming, you can definitely do that. It's like a day pass. You can go all day long. But go online and check out their hours of operations, and that facility is absolutely gorgeous. The developer actually paid over $30 million for that facilities. So definitely check it out. Go online and check out what their hours of operation and what they're doing. If you're taking kids that are just learning to swim or something, I would definitely go to one of the open swim times as opposed to lap swimming. Especially if they're doing lap swimming on the indoor pool. The shallow end starts at about 10 feet deep. So for me, I'm a fairly decent swimmer, but it's a little scary. There's no shallow end at all. I mean, that is the shallow end, is 10 feet deep. Who knows what it is over on the other end. I didn't go over there. But yeah, so you're not going to be touching bottom. Absolutely gorgeous pool though, so check it out. Let's see, over at Bank Street, just to let you know, there is trivia night in the vault. It's every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and you can go down there and just listen to the trivia game. It's hosted by Night Sounds. So I think that is it for stuff coming up. If there's something that you're doing that you would like me to let people know about, let me know. Throw me an email over at ger.expectmore@gmail.com, or you can give me a call. Our office number is 352-817-9160. I'm here pretty much every day. So go ahead and give us a call. Let us know that you have an event coming up and you would like it to be listed. Give me all the information, preferably a little bit of time ahead of time, but if you just got around to it, then let me know. There is, of course, all sorts of other activities and fun things that you can do. Anytime you can go to Hammer and Stain, for example. My good friend over there is, they just do amazing work, and there's all these really cool activities. You could go painting, painting by the twist. I gotta do a video on that one, I really do. Where you can like bring your own beverage. I would probably bring water, but but you could, painting with a twist, that's what it's called. But you actually learn to do a painting right there and you get to take it home, and it's pretty cool. Really great idea for date night, just saying. Then you can also do stuff like over at Picasso's Palette. There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff that you can do. If you just want to take a class, you could go and do Master the Possibilities. Check it out online. Master the Possibility is amazing. It's basically adult classes, adult education classes, everything from yoga to music appreciation to flute playing to piano playing to how to use a smartphone to, I mean, just anything and everything that you could possibly want to learn. You can go down there, and for a very, very inexpensive cost, we're talking like $5 a class or something like that, depending on what the class and the materials are. But it's very, very inexpensive, and it's open to the public. So, you know, go on over and check things out. So lots of stuff that you can do, especially staying out of the sun. It is so hot. It is ridiculous. So hopefully you guys are staying cool where you're at. We only got about one more month, maybe a month and a half, and then we get our beautiful Florida weather again. So suffer along with all of us. Wear some shorts, keep cool, drink lots of water. I'll talk to you guys next week. You guys have a great evening, and chat soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.